Apocalypse versus Hades, I guess. We have TVT on Prime Terraces actually. Gold-based map. Gold minerals even entering natural. We're gonna see how the players are going to approach this one. So let's introduce the players. In the bottom right position, playing as the red Terran, it is Apocalypse. And in the top left position, playing as the blue Terran, it is Hades. Alright. So I'm very curious actually to see this map in a TVT. How the players are going to play around the gold bases and if they are going for early expanse or even early 3-base play with a very strong economy behind that, or if they are just going for the normal type of play. And well, actually yeah, I'm so concerned about how they are gonna use the gold minerals. I mean, they give them a boost in minerals only, so especially in TVT where you want to have a lot of tanks and medivacs and yeah, you need a lot of gas for that. So this the gas always limits like the backbone of your army, the main part, and the marines you can then produce well in higher numbers obviously, or you could use the minerals to go for more expansions or even like more infrastructure. So Hades already going for the expansion on the low ground, and Apocalypse is going for the factory play actually. Opening up with a tech heavy opening there, probably looking for some early harassment and wants to throw his opponent off guard, but Hades very nice scouts this with an early SCV. He sees the factory building, he sees the no add-on yet on the barracks, but he doesn't see the second gas. I mean, he can think probably that there is gonna be a second gas sooner or later. But, well, let's see how the harassment is gonna go for Apocalypse, because, well, now already he still hasn't placed any command center, and if he was to place it right now even, he would be still very much behind. The Reaper confirms now the starport. Does get no delay there, a little bit unlucky. I'm gonna see how Hades is gonna defend versus the pressure coming out of Apocalypse. Oh, the Widowmine is gonna get the Reaper. Very nice placed over there at the ramp. And so no more scouting potential for Hades. He can't lurk around with the Reaper, he can maybe even catch the medevac on the move out, and he can't see when the second base is gonna be planted, which is right now actually. So this command center is already finished. He has already a few workers, couple of workers working down here, and the orbital also is finished, and now we have Apocalypse starting his gold base. So this is gonna be a very huge income boost for Hades in the beginning of this in this early game actually. If you look at the income right now, it's already well about 200 in the favor of Hades, but yeah, as I say that the gold minerals are kicking in more and more, with almost full exaggeration here right now. Okay, let's see how this pressure is gonna work. Widowmine placed down here. We have a Cyclone actually to defend this Medivac. He wants to get the lock-on onto the Medivac, not onto any Marines. Gets a lock on there and does it, well, brings it down to 70 HP, which is about half. And the Apocalypse pressure is almost repelled already. Just a few Marines left over here, and he doesn't really find any damage whatsoever. There's one Widowmine, but this is smartly just very nice played from Hades. Good defense overall, and now he's in a huge lead actually over Apocalypse, who just is starting his orbital command at the at his natural base. I mean, he forced a little bit of, well, lost mining time, but that doesn't really matter so much. This was totally not worth it. Very nice opening play there from Hades. But we have a cloaked Banshee follow-up play for Apocalypse, and actually there are no turrets whatsoever, so this can deal quite a lot of damage. The drop also comes around, gets the Cyclone. This is very nice for Apocalypse now, because the Cyclone could deal very good with Banshees, but he doesn't have any second Cyclone, so he can't deal with the Banshee at all. He just has a couple of Marines, a handful of Marines there, but they can't deal with two Banshees. I mean, the second one is just coming up now, but first one already dealing so much damage. We look at the units lost. There are already 10 SCVs have been gunned down, and more to follow. Now there are 4 Marines chasing out this one Banshee, which is almost out of cloak, and the scan doesn't really get the Banshee as well. So Hades, well, he had a very nice defense for the first wave of the harassment, but now the second wave of harassment is doing so much damage there. Apocalypse definitely anchoring out a huge lead for himself here. Second Banshee cloaks there, forces another scan, and no kill on the Banshee again, as this Banshee comes back as well. 13, 14 kills already on this one, and well, okay, 0 on this one, but still, this is dealing so much damage. And well, back at home, even gets away, no, but he forces another scan. He has still this one Banshee left over here, and there's a Cyclone now as well as a Raven out, and this should spell the end for the Banshee harassment. But this was so worthwhile. If you look at the units lost, he did lose both Banshees, but I mean 17 SCVs. This is a crazy amount at this stage of the game. 36 to 43 Harvesters we're looking at right now. And the unit count also is looking hugely in favor of Apocalypse. 27 Marines to 7? Really? Okay, so let's see how Apocalypse is gonna push his advantage now. He's just pushing out with the Marines, not even a Medivac. Following up, I mean, the Cyclone is leading the charge. Curious to see what he wants to do with that. And as well as he goes for his third command center on the low ground there. We still have no command center actually for Hades, and he is completely committing to mech play here. This is very interesting. He is building a few Hellion, or well, a Hellion out of a reactor and out of a tech lab factory. And if I'm correct, he still does not have Blue Flame, or does he? Let's have a look. No, no Blue Flame yet, but yeah, this drop just comes in and wrecks the whole base now, as there are no units whatsoever for Hades. He has a few Vikings, so he can push away the Medivacs, but really he can't really do that, because too much power, too much forces over there. GG, well played Apocalypse. Just walking over Hades after the first wave of harassment did fail, but the second wave did so much damage, and Hades tried to transition into a mech play, which is